Hi guys, it's Panelhopper here again, and today I want to talk about a show I've been watching on the iPlayer recently, an American show, Fort Salem, or as I think it's known in the US, Motherland, Fort Salem. Here in the UK, it's called Fort Salem, and I've been watching it, and I've never had a show where the premise is really good, but it just doesn't deliver it, or it delivers it in precisely the wrong way to consistently remind me that I'm definitely not the audience for this thing. Now, there's nothing wrong with me not being the audience for something. The whole point of television is that it, through every single TV show and drama, there's something for everyone. So I don't need to be the prime audience, and I don't have to keep watching. But I've never had a show where it's reeled me in with the premise and then just completely failed to deliver. Now, those of you who don't know, Fort Salem is an American TV show that was on one of the failed streaming services, and it's now on Disney Plus and on the iPlayer here in the BBC iPlayer here in the UK. It's about an alternative United States and therefore rest of the world, where the upshot of the Salem witch trials wasn't, you know, four or five innocent people being murdered because there was fungus in the bread. It's it's real witches, real literal witches, being tried at Salem, found to be real witches, almost executed, but then they signed an agreement with the colonists that basically means that in 2021, in the present day, the entire US Army is made up of women. It's made up of witches who then use magic to fight all the major wars you can think of, and most of the other major powers of the world, we find out eventually in season one, have also followed suit. Magic is the primary political driving force of this world. Women are the primary political driving force, therefore, because witches are obviously important because they're the entire army. And you have this kind of, it's definitely a very young adult novel style premise because you've got three female characters. They're just starting out at Witch Academy. They're joining the army. They're army cadets. They're learning magic. They have secrets. They have interpersonal drama. They like boys. They like girls. All that stuff. And I think my problem with it is, as I said, the premise I found really interesting. And then the more you go forward, the more it reveals itself to be kind of slightly nonsensical. Like every time it raises a new point about the way that the history of the United States is different because of the presence of literal magic and witches, I came away with a new question like, wait, hang on. If the United States Army had witches for the crossing of the Delaware and the Battle of the Alamo, then surely, the United States government signed that agreement, but surely the other European governments from whom the witchcraft legends in America originate would also have magic and would also very quickly conscript witches into their army. They certainly have in the modern day. How does the paganism that is central to so obviously in this world, the pagan rituals associated with witchcraft in Western European folklore is literal and real. That's cool, that's fine, but how does the US remain culturally the same without pastoral Christianity? Because pastoral Christianity is, whether we like it or not, quite central to the way America is today. And I feel like you can't have both, but they don't really go into it. There's also lots of other things about how does the rest of we won't go into it because obviously it's focused on Salem and the town of Salem where there's a massive military base in this world. How does the rest of the United States function? We never learn this. How does the United States defend itself internally if magic is the central point of its outward facing army? And so you have all these questions and they keep building up, but the drama's still kind of compelling. And then, about episode 8 of series 1, it just kind of takes a massive dip where everything starts to get kind of overcomplicated, and there's a lot more stuff about the romantic stuff in it, and you start to realise that this was one of those shows that wasn't originally for me. It's clearly for a younger audience. It's kind of got those Riverdale, Gossip Girl, CW kind of vibes. And I'm on record on this channel as thinking that the CW Arrow Show programs, for example, do good work with genre stuff, but it tends to devolve into the soap opera, and this is Fort Salem doing the exact same thing, devolving slowly into a soap opera that occasionally